Time for a Talltale short.
Below the glistening surface, where the sun's rays danced like sparkling jewels, there lay the realm of Muronia, a vast and vibrant kingdom of the merfolk. It wasn't merely a habitat, it was an orchestration of colors, sounds, and emotions, alive with possibilities. Coral castles jutted from the seabed, with anemone gardens swirling in shades of blues, pinks, and golds. Schools of fish flitted about like shooting stars, each carrying tales from far-off oceanic corners. In a secluded enclave of Muronia, Nyria swam gracefully, her silvery tail reflecting the soft glow from the bioluminescent plants. Today was significant. It was the day of awakening for young merfolk on the cusp of adulthood. "You seem lost in thought," remarked Sevron, Nyria's best friend, floating beside her with a playful nudge. Nyria glanced at the pearl of purpose, embedded on the palm of her hand. It was still dim, awaiting its radiant awakening. Every merchild's tale speaks of the awakening, but to experience it, it feels bigger than the ocean itself. Sevran chuckled, twirling in the water. It's an age-old rite. Dive into the forbidden trench, face the challenges, return with a unique gem to add to Muronia's treasure vault, and voila! Adulthood. Nyria's heart raced. The forbidden trench was a place of legends. From it, some returned triumphant, while others never returned at all. It wasn't just about fetching a gem, it was about understanding oneself, forging connections with the mystical elements of the deep, and learning the songs that held the power of life and rebirth. Her grandmother's voice echoed in her mind. The ocean's vastness is but a mirror. Dive deep, find yourself, and you'll find the gem that matches the song of your heart. And so, with a mix of trepidation and determination, Nyria began her descent, Sevran accompanying her for the initial part. As they swam deeper, the water grew colder, the light dimmer. Strange, unfamiliar creatures lurked in the shadows, and the pressure felt like a constant squeeze. Suddenly, a swarm of jellyfish, their tentacles bright with venomous glow, blocked their path. Nyria, drawing from her teachings, began humming a calming tune. One by one, the jellyfish swayed and parted, granting them safe passage. As Sevran turned back, Nyria pressed on alone, reaching the entrance of the forbidden trench. Ancient carvings adorned its walls, revealing stories of bravery, wisdom, and sacrifice. With a deep breath, Nyria ventured forth, unaware of the revelations and challenges that awaited her in the abyss. As Nyria navigated the dark depths of the forbidden trench, a soft glow drew her to a chamber where the waters danced in mesmerizing hues. Suspended amidst the ripples was Orin, the wise octopus. His ever-shifting colors became stable as he met her gaze, and a deep curiosity gleamed in his eyes. "Brave Nyria, 3 riddles I pose," began Orin, his voice echoing with ancient depth. "Answer them true, and your path ahead shall clear." She nodded, heart racing. "In the morning, I have 4 legs, at midday, 2, and in the evening, 3. What am I?" Nyria pondered for a moment. Memories of old tales whispered the answer. A merfolk. They begin their lives as 4-legged creatures on certain lands, transform to 2-legged forms during their youth, and in their mature form, they gain a tail, akin to a 3rd limb. Orin's colors brightened approvingly. "Well done. The second, I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" She hesitated briefly, then said, "An echo." A 3rd riddle followed. "The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?" Nyria smiled, feeling the answer. "Footsteps." Orin bowed slightly, a gesture of respect. "You have the wisdom of the ancient seas within you," he praised. The next chamber was unsettling. Floating seashells emitted a cacophony of voices that grew painfully louder with every passing moment. Their haunting melodies threatened to drown Nyria's senses, each voice echoing tales of loss and longing. She felt the pressure building, the weight of countless souls bearing down on her. She had to find her voice amidst the sea of sorrow or risk losing herself forever. Recalling her mother's comforting lullabies, she strained her ears. And then, amidst the overwhelming noise, she discerned her voice, a familiar, gentle tune. Rushing to the shell, she released her essence, causing the overwhelming chorus around her to dim to a soft, melancholic hum. As she progressed deeper, she encountered the heart of the trench, a towering obsidian mirror. The reflection it cast was not of the present, but a montage of memories. She saw herself as a toddler, giggling as her grandmother spun tales of the sea. She watched a slightly older version of herself, defiantly swimming against currents, challenging the elders. The reflection morphed once again, revealing a recent memory of Nyria sharing tales and laughter with Sevran. Emotions swirled within her, each memory radiating warmth, guiding her spirit. When Nyria began to sing, pouring all her feelings into the tune, her reflection extended a hand, offering her the pulsing gem, a beacon of her journey. Emerging from the trench, daylight felt like a sweet embrace. As she neared Muronia, Sevran dashed forward, his eyes wide with admiration. "You've returned, and with such a gem!" Her grandmother swam forward, her wise eyes sparkling with pride. "But it's not just the gem, is it, dear Nyria? It's the song in your heart, the tales in your eyes. You've truly understood the essence of the awakening." Nyria beamed, realizing that the real treasure wasn't the gem, but the harmonies of her soul, the tales of her past, and the promises of the future.
This was a Talltale short, small but mighty stories, released daily in audio format. Create, read, and share more tales at talltale.com.